Right, I'm just going out on Orca, the Road King. Honestly, I'm sighing because it's taken me ages to get ready. It's so much to think about when you're a videographer, which is what I am, a videographer, a YouTuber. You've got to make sure your batteries are all charged up, make sure your camera's working. Then I had to get I didn't use the ramp last time I drove in. I thought, oh, I'll easily get out. Then I came out, I sat on the bike, reversed myself out, pushing with my feet. Nearly came a cropper just here. You can't see it, but there's a depression there. There's another depression here. There's a depression there. Then I came back, you can just see, and I got stuck. I got stuck there. I got stuck on that rock. And there's an indentation. I just couldn't get out of it. So I had to go back in, ride back in, and come out again. And then I'm getting stuck in all these bumpy bits. Stuck on the grass. Because I'm going backwards, remember, duck waddling it back. I don't mind doing it because it gets my legs stronger. But yeah, eventually I got here. And then I thought, oh my God, I haven't done the tyre pressures. So I'll get the compressor working. And then this bit keeps on coming out of this bit. It just keeps popping out. I've got no idea why. Maybe there's not enough grip in there, but it's just so annoying. Sometimes it will work, sometimes it won't. Anyway, eventually I'll get it out. And then I'll come over to the bike and I'll find out, oh fuck's sake, the valve is in the wrong position. It's very, very difficult to get to the tyre valves on these bikes, especially the back one. So I have to take the box off, and then I have to maneuver the bike so that I've got a place where I can actually get the compressor, the thing on, what's it called, the air hose. So that takes a while. And then of course I've done that, and then I do the front, and of course the front valve's up here somewhere, so I have to move it. And of course I can't get when I move this back to get the valve in the right position, I'm on this, so it sinks in. So I have to go up there, get a bit of board, and then I have to put a bit of board down so that I can put that side stand on it so it doesn't sink in. Just does your nut in. And what else is gone? What else did I have to do? I can't remember. I've lost touch with reality. But anyway, I'm now ready to go for a ride, I think. I've opened the gate. That's another thing, I had to open the gate. So here's Orca, looking splendid. Tyre pressures all correct, and I'm ready to go. It's just after 5 in the afternoon now. Sun will be low, but I've got tinted goggles. So, oh, I should have turned the handlebars that way. Look, you turn the handlebars that way, much easier to lift up. I always forget. There's too much to remember. I'm old. I'm not moaning. So, here we go. I did warm her up a little while ago, but she's probably got cold again now. Be a good girl, Mia. Won't be long. Muddy drive, and of course I've got to stop here to shut the gate. I'm letting you see everything today, apart from my naked body. I'll have to wait for another time. Right, shut the gate. Look at the mud. Well, it's the 2nd of April, so things should be improving greatly. I heard that next week is going to be nice. Mind you, it's my son-in-law Lee told me that, so he's about as reliable as a weather forecaster. He's a Michael Fish of Yapton. You remember Michael Fish? He's the one in 1987 who said, oh, it's going to be a little windy, but don't worry, there's not a hurricane coming. And then we all got blown to bits. He never lived it down. Now I've got to negotiate the puddle and the potholes at the bottom of my drive without trying to put my nice shiny boots in the puddle. This is one of those times when I wish the barrier was down. Here comes Lee. Fucking nuisance. Yeah, I just called you a fucking nuisance, Lee. Did you? Yeah. See you later. Only joking. See you later. I don't know if you can see this, the sun's shining in it. I'm going to just go steady because I know my back wheel. And can you see that pothole just there by that manhole? Fucking ridiculous. Don't know what I pay me taxes for. Ah, barrier's down. Don't look at the pothole, John. And we're off. My goggles down, I think. I decided this way at the last second there, that's why I had to lean over a bit to get it round the corner. I'm not going anywhere in particular, as usual. I'm your old age pensioner biker. Nice night, but it's cold now. I can feel the cold. Still need a fire at night. My son George and his girlfriend are coming to visit tonight, so I've got plenty of firewood. Keep the home fires burning. Why is this car stopped in the road, I wonder? I don't know. If you don't know what's happening, just take your time. Take your time. going to put my headlights on, my side lights as well, I mean. So I can be seen easier. But I don't trust the speed of some of the cars here. Now I've got to wait for this one. That'll mean I've got to wait for those other ones. But you know, as I say, I'm not going anywhere. I've got loads of time. Well, maybe not in life, but I'm an old age pensioner. But take your time. Sometimes you think you're waiting for traffic for ages and ages, but in fact it's just seconds. It just seems because you're waiting, looking for an opportunity to merge or whatever, or emerge, it just seems like it's taking ages, but of course it's not. So we have to learn patience. That's another thing about as you get older, you learn patience. Well, some of us do. I think I might go to Littlehampton and just have a ride around in the town for a change for you. Said it was cold, but it's actually now that I'm on the bike and riding, it's kind of refreshing. A little mistake there, but I'm not going to apologise for it. We all make little mistakes. It never affected anyone except me and my bike. they get enough people to buy these houses or live in them anyway. Most of them go to rentals these days. No one's got any money. My George is working, but he can't, they're not going to go. They're not paying attention. Yeah, he can't afford a house. He's got a good job, good money. It must be people coming to live in Britain who are living in these houses. Because you know, people die. People die. And people are born. So the numbers of the population should, I mean, I could be totally wrong, they should stay roughly the same, shouldn't they? Oh, come on. Fucking old people in cars. With hats on, strawberry hats. Pardon my French. Yeah, that's my take on the population thing. They don't know how many people live in this country, really, do we? I mean, the census is a nonsense. You're going to fill in a census form if you're here illegally? Of course you're not. Yeah, we're in Littlehampton now. Littlehampton by the sea. I won't go to the town centre, I'll go down here. This little corner here, I had an incident when I was driving my van once. I turned in there and this lorry was coming up behind me, tooting his horn like a mad thing. Obviously thought I'd done something wrong. And this is when the days when I didn't know any better. I stopped my van, I got out, and oh, this is an end road. I've got to do a U-turn here. Yeah, hang on. I'll just negotiate this little bit. I should do this easy. I haven't practiced for a while. Oh, that was a... Yeah, so this lorry driver got out. He was massive. And his mate got out as well. Apparently I hadn't signalled or something. Well, you know, it was a argy-bargy. He was going to fucking kill me. I told him he was a fucking twat. And, yeah, do you want something? Do you want something? It's all handbags and, you know. But I walked away from it in the end. And it took me 6 months to get over the fact that I'd walked away from a confrontation with someone. Honestly, it did. I just kept on bloody thinking I could have done that bloke easy. But oh well. I don't do that anymore. I can't fight anyway. Yeah, I mean I can't fight because I'm old. Although don't pick on me, because you know, I might turn out to be not as old as you think I am. Oh, don't start that nonsense, John. You're a fucking wimp. Oh, sorry about the language today. Tarmac here. Camber on this bit of road, dreadful. Now, where is got no indicators or anything in that car. Not even a BMW. I can't see. This is a dodgy corner to get out of. We're alright. Over there on my left, I don't know if you can see it now, is the fun fair. I used to go there sometimes and do portraits, quick portraits for the holiday makers. But it was too noisy for me in the end. I gave it up. I didn't make a lot of money anyway. I used to make quite a lot of money when I did portraits in Bognor Regis, because I had a little studio on the seafront for a while. Another one of my schemes. I made loads of money for a couple of years, and then a couple of seasons, then I got fed up with it all. Oh, come on, you're doing 15 miles an hour. Could be a law against it. I suppose. Fuck's sake, excuse my French. I shouldn't go in towns. Talk about patience. I'm sorry about that. But you know what I mean. I wouldn't get into a confrontation, that's what I meant by that. At least the roads are nice and flat. Nice bit of tarmac here. So no one bashes into me when they come around that corner. Flick my brakes a few times. here to come around the town. Just thought something interesting might happen. She doesn't like this standing still, Orca. Find a place to stop, check the camera, otherwise I could be rabbiting on and you're not even there. Oh, I'll go up here first. I think you get about 17 minutes. Then it sort of cuts off, and if the battery's alright it will cut in again. I don't know what's that. I think it might be to do with the camera getting too hot. Bus will come along now that I've stopped here. Oh, come on, neutral. There she is. Just check this camera. I have got a spare battery today. Took it with me. I can't tell what's happening. It's a bit of luck because the camera was just about to run out right on the last bits of red. In a week or 2 weeks all these trees will be green again. Be nice. Clear road ahead. says, coming across a load of cones. I don't know what they're doing here. This is an accident black spot. There's been a few deaths here, and maybe they're at last doing something about it. Perhaps they could fill in a few potholes at the same time. Whoa, just say that. I just saw a great big one there. Wood there. Tried to avoid it, and I managed to avoid it. Actually, if I was responsible, I would stop and pick those bits of wood up. It's a bit dodgy on an intersection, isn't it? So I've forgiven myself already. We got them here as well, the scooterists. I'm going to stop at the co-op, I think. Get myself some dinner. Nobody said today, would you like to have a Sunday roast, John? I've been a bit neglected today. Oh, I'll get something. Royal Mail, why is he going about on a Sunday? Very odd. It is Sunday, isn't it? Maybe it's not Sunday. I never know what day it is. Sort of a backfire then, and the bike just took off for some reason. I don't know what happened there. Co-op. I'll say goodbye. I'm almost home again. But if I carry on, I'll turn the camera on again. But for now, thanks for dropping by.